Well, hello everybody. Hopefully you're doing well, keeping safe, keeping healthy. I'd like to do another story time in nature with me, Naturalist James Anderson. And today I'm back at the Terradise Nature Preserve, which is just outside of the village of Caledonia. If again you're not familiar where this park is located, what I highly recommend is get on 95 like you're heading towards Mount Gilead. To our left there on 746. Stay on there for a little over a mile and then turn left on Marion Williamsport Road. It'll say dead end, no outlet. You go all the way to the end, and this is where the trails begin. So right now I highly recommend to check out this park and any of our parks, especially with the spring ephemeral wildflowers. But right now the Terradise Nature Preserve, I'm seeing Virginia bluebells, I'm seeing large flowered trilliums, a lot of cool wildflower species that won't be out for very long. So if you want to see them, I highly recommend checking these places out. So without further ado, let's get into our story. And before we get into our story, I'd like to thank my son Jeremiah for this book, because my son and I, we read a lot of stories, and one night after we read the story, he said, "Daddy, you should read that to the people." And I said, okay, so why not? So thank you, Jeremiah. So this story is When the Leaf Blew In by Steve Metzger and illustrated by Kellie Lewis. Let's begin. When the leaf blew in, the cow sneezed, "Achoo!" When the cow sneezed, "Achoo!" the spider landed on the owl. Doesn't look like a very happy owl. When the spider landed on the owl swooped out of the barn. When the owl swooped out of the barn, the pig dove into the mud. When the pig dove in the mud, the goat kicked over the bucket. When the goat kicked over the bucket, the chicken spun round and around. When the chicken spun round and around, the horse reared up and neighed. When the horse reared up and neighed, the sheep leaped over a barrel. When the sheep leaped over a barrel, the duck jumped into the pond. When the duck jumped into the pond, the frog hopped onto a lily pad. When the frog hopped onto a lily pad, the dragonfly buzzed across the sky. When the dragonfly buzzed across the sky, the dog woke up and chased the squirrel. Squirrel! When the dog woke up and chased the squirrel, the robin flew into the tree. When the robin flew into the tree, the leaf blew in. And it caused all of that racket on the farm. Well, that was a good story. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that story. If you have any other recommendations, I'll definitely try my best to get a hold of a book. But please make sure to stay safe, stay healthy, have fun, be safe, but most of all, go out and explore your Marion County parks. I'm Naturalist James Anderson from the Marion County Park District, and I'll see you next time, story time in nature.